Okay, everything's gonna be fine. Oh, no. Okay, what's happening today? Werewolf representatives push the ministry for more accessible sedative. Doctor from Slacktown arrested for experimenting with child cloning. Great. And the biggest story, military personnel stationed along East Coast to prevent immigrants flooding in from the Atlantic. Holy shit. Wow, this really is just like real fucking life, ain't it? Are you sure that would be okay? Yes! I mean, it would be really hard to pull off, but it's something that'll make the story different. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully and gracefully. I know. Hi! Hey, Gala. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Dragon was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you. Nah, don't worry about it. Although, I need to interrupt Dragon for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... You remember my remedy? Of course, do you want to give it a try again? My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Okay, remember, it has tea and ginger. Okay. Tea and ginger. The last ingredient. Tea... Ginger and mint? Maybe? Let's try tea ginger mint. Ginger mint tea. Tea, ginger mint, ginger mint. Yes, I'm writing it down. Look, this is important to know. Okay. So there's ginger mint tea. If it's not that. Okay, tea. What about tea mint ginger? What if I did that? Does that make the exact same, or will it make something different? Mint ginger tea. Actually, I think, yeah, that did change what it's called, so tea, mint, ginger, it might be it. Or rather, it might be that fucked it up. Alright. So mint ginger tea. Let's see, what else? I've gotten cinnamon. So what about tea, cinnamon, ginger? Cinnamon ginger tea. He said that I will know when I see it. Tea, cinnamon, ginger. Made cinnamon ginger tea. Have I tried tea lemon ginger? Lemon ginger. Oh, I think I've seen it before. Tea, lemon, ginger tea. Alright. I don't remember which one I tried. I tried tea, ginger, and honey. This is my last... Pretty sure it's my last spot. Alright. Tea. Tea, ginger, honey. And I'll try tea, ginger, and mint just to see what he gets out of that. I don't think it's that because he said explicitly that I would know. But I'm gonna try it. Ginger mint tea? Nope. This drink doesn't even follow my guidelines. Oh, why? Far from it. Oh my, pardon me for the mistake. Never mind. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion. Alright, so it wasn't tea, mint ginger. So it is an additional ingredient that is important. Shit, did I do ginger or did I accidentally click cinnamon? No, wait. That's what I'm gonna resume. Alright, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so it wasn't... Fuck, I forget which one, but I don't think it's mint. Whichever one it was, I don't think it was that one. Don't worry, Mr. Gala. We're done for the night. You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? Nah, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. Oh, come on, I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well. Oh, come on. Good evening, everyone. I don't remember what fucking voice Mr. Bailey's got. Heya. How you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Dragon was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? That score will determine which page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book. I know, it's not that original. But my target here is the mainstream audience. With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on Netstream. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing, and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market. Look, I wonder what he's smiling about. That sounds interesting, and highly ambitious, Freya. At least it's simpler than my other idea, which is making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards. What? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. That's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say? No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finish it, okay? Alright, alright. As Dragon said, though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You'll have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. Oh, good. Ginger latte. Alright, alright. Well, it's gonna be coffee. Milk and ginger? It's gotta be coffee, milk, ginger. There's no way that milk, ginger, coffee. That doesn't look interesting at all. I don't like that. Okay, hold on. Coffee, milk, ginger, made milk, ginger, coffee. It looks terrible. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna trash it. This is my only trash that I have left. Oh god, alright. How do I make normal lattes? How does this say? Say coffee. Coffee, milk, milk. Coffee, coffee, milk. Green tea, milk, milk. So is it milk, milk, ginger? Well, it just makes ginger milk. Okay, look. Since it's a latte, that means it needs milk in it. Like, latte, like, it can, like, not have espresso in it, hence the, like, tea lattes and stuff, but you can't have it without milk, so... hold on, what was the one that I did? I did ginger tea, no. Coffee, milk, ginger. What about coffee, ginger, milk? Now that sounds like it would also make, like, not what I want. Alright, I'm gonna try it, and whatever, I'm gonna fucking hand it to it, because I don't have any more resets. Yay! I got it right! Oh, thank God! Alright, so coffee, coffee, ginger milk. Makes a ginger fucking latte. Alright. Cool. Fuck, dude. Yeah, serve. Fine, I'm not making no fucking art. Here you fucking go. I finally got a drink right. Thanks. Damn, this is good. This kind of drink-making skill. Wonder why your place isn't any bigger. What we have here is more than enough for me. Meh. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? Nah, I'm done with her. Done? As in you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done as in I've finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure it's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She has some complaints, of course, but I convinced her. By using some design terms she doesn't understand. So you finished your job by bullshitting her. Yup! The finest bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh. Like, you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know? Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? Yeah, you're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Ooh, spicy. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. What? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay. Let's call him Cognac. Cognac. Cognac has a girlfriend. Still following. And that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after. Ew, okay. Got it. She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. Why? I don't want to get into details, but the succubus was super hot, and all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Because it wasn't Lua, genius. Huh? Lua was my friend's girl. Holy moly, this is getting spicier. The other girl's name was... let's just call her Rose. Continue. I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now will you let me continue without interruptions? Okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much. But I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty... active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out, and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together. I witnessed something... surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Holy mother of moly! I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, anger, sadness. And without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. You what? I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch, and he beat me to a pulp easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. More like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad. So Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. And I don't even remember the exact date. But suddenly, that friendship turned into a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her by any chance? Yeah. Lua came by a few days ago. How was she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument, though. With whom? There was this male model. A model? I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? We were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight, about your family stuff. And then this guy joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, you know. Huh? You're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? I'm just gonna drink my tea over here in the corner, don't mind me. Let me tell you about my family. Or, I should say, most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. You must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO, you know. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable. Unless you become the next Da Vinci. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy. Screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you had chosen an art degree? You wanna know the worst part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country. Accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord. Accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Whoa. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. Lou is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I could be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lou is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You maybe have to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You were kinda literally talking while you were next to me. Hold on, guys! I gotta look at my Toba to chill. Let's see, I'm a freelance designer, museum and art-friendly art grad school graduate, draw and design for food and shelter. Alright, yeah, I feel that. Okay. Cool. And then, this is probably for the new drink I made. Yeah. Cool. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, and we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now. We don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the I left my family for you card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It'll be hard work. Because life is full of storms. And marriage, it will not survive on love alone. Wow, that's deep. Have you been married before, Gala? We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, you guys have health insurance? I'm an elf, probably. I'm an elf, I don't need health insurance. You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill, because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privilege as you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. They shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyways, I've gotta go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I've gotta go too. Wanna head out together? I've got a big umbrella. I need it because I have really broad shoulders. Sure. Thanks for the drink, Dragon. I swear I'm gonna get it right this time. Or next time. I swear. And Freya. Oh no, and Freya, goodbye. Bye! Oh, I didn't read the story! Hold on, Freya, wait, Freya, shut up. Freya, shut up. Did I not read the story? I don't remember if I did. The Anxious Boy and His Love Stories on Public Transport by Freya Fatima, September 28th, 2020. The day was hot, sunny, and humid, just like most days in Jakarta. I was standing inside a crowded bus, neither well-functioning air conditioning nor proper ventilation. Trying to keep myself productive in the uncomfortable environment by reading my recently bought copy of Maruki Harukami's The Elephant Vanishes. While this sounds like It sounds like a fanfic I wrote when I was like 13 or something. I'm listening to this and I'm doing this, and which is weird to see in a newspaper. Anyway, we're listening to a random playlist on my old iPod. It's such hipster vibes. Alright. Despite the hellish conditions, you could say I was luckier than most because I was standing near the rear door of the bus, leaning my back on the side of the seat. Safe enough not to follow the bus, breezy enough to breathe freely. As I mentioned, I was on a public bus in Jakarta, so naturally, I needed to be wary with my surroundings, mostly keeping my belongings secure from pickpockets and other human pests. I glanced around the bus several times in between pages, and that was when I saw her. It's hard to describe her. She has no specific characteristic to differentiate her from other women. She's like the perfect example of the girl you walk past unseeing on the sidewalk every day. A girl you might glance at for a second, then a few steps later it would be hard even to remember her hair color, never mind what her eyes, her nose, her mouth looked like. Skinwalker? She was standing near the front door of the bus, not leaning on anything or anyone, not touching the bacteria-infested hand grip on the ceiling of the bus. Although, to be fair, it might have been hard for her to reach that grip anyway. But still, she stood there with the perfect balance of a tree rooted in healthy soil. She stood as if somebody had silently put the Venus du Milo on the bus, and she somehow fit perfectly without anyone noticing it happening. She was wearing a pair of earphones, wired, just like headphones were supposed to be. Okay, I look hipster. And a slight smile on her face. Sometimes she closed her eyes for a few moments, enjoying the music only she could hear. Her eyes rarely stayed in one place. They kept wandering around the bus. Not too fast like someone anxious. Not too slow like someone looking at something specific. Maybe she's the one, I thought. This isn't the first time a thought like this has crossed my mind. As a hopeless romantic, seeing any woman who piques my interest would immediately trigger a story in my imagination. The story of how I approach them, get to know them, with the proviso that they're just as I imagine them to be. Start dating, get married, have kids, grow old in our home, and so on and so on. Random cuties, that's what I call them. Unicorns among horses. The term doesn't apply to any cute girls I see, of course. It has to be someone special. Or at least someone I imagine to be special. The thing is, automatically imagining those stories whenever I happen across a random cutie isn't healthy. It puts a toll on my mind and, of course, my heart. It creates a lot of unhealthy expectations before any opportunities even arise. Oh shit! She looked at me. I made eye contact for a brief flash of seconds. I immediately returned to my book. Did she notice me staring at her? Did she see what I was thinking? My mind won't stop spinning, overthinking, while my pus beats double time in my ears. I continue staring at my book. With what just happened, I obviously can't read it properly. My eyes were looking at the words, but nothing was being processed other than thoughts of her. I glanced back at her, and she was staring at me. Eye contact more than once, it has to mean something. Should I approach her and introduce myself? Yes, I should. But what if things go wrong? What's the worst that could happen if we introduce ourselves? First, it's a crowded bus, and moving from the rear door to the front will definitely annoy some people. Second, what if after we approach her, she becomes annoyed and, oh come on, you're overthinking as usual. Nothing bad will happen even if she does get annoyed. Don't dismiss me! Nothing bad will happen? Well, she might scream and say I'm a pervert, and then the whole bus would beat me to death. Oh, and the worst option, what if we introduce ourselves and then it turns out she's not like we imagined her to be? All that time and energy will be wasted, exchanged for years of agony. Everything will be fine. Don't worry so much. No matter what happens second, you still have to try something first. No, there's too much risk. The debate is still raging inside my head. And that's what happens. We make eye contact again, but this time, it lasts longer than a few seconds. And then, she smiled at me. Oh, heavens above, she smiled at me. There's a small curve on those perfectly average, beautiful lips. I quickly returned to my book. See? You have to do Siaum thing. But remember the girl with the violin we saw on the train to Yogyakarta a few years ago? Of course I remember. Exactly. She was just a random person that sat across from you on the train. We don't even remember what month it was, and yet we still remember the maroon coat she was wearing, the violin case she put in the overhead compartment, her reddish hair and that pixie cut, her... Stop it, that was different. We might have saved ourselves a lot of embarrassment by not talking to her. The thoughts, the noise, the internal dialogue, it won't stop. I was sweating, but not because of the heat. A cold sweat. This had to stop. Stop! I screamed internally. Everything stopped. And just in time, my old iPod randomly shuffled to explosions in the spaces, the only moment we were alone. I cranked up the volume, put my book in my bag, and just breathed. Yes, I might lose the chance to meet the one by doing this, but at least, as long as I don't know her, she's perfect. As far as I know, she might be listening to explosions in the space. As far as I know, she might be a big fan of Harukami and Final Dreams 9. As far as I know, she might be single. As far as I know, she might be the 100% perfect match for me that I believe can't exist if my knowledge of her goes any further than what I know right now. Besides, as the old saying goes, if it's meant to be, it will be. The bus stopped in front of Plaza Senayan, my destination. It was time for me to go. I decided not to look in her direction as I left, knowing that if I looked at her, it would be the last time I ever saw her. That's too hard for a hopeless romantic like me. I left the bus and enjoyed the warm sun and the breeze of fresh air. Finally out of that metal Schrodinger's box. That's when it happened. I turned my head to the right, and there she was, standing alone, enjoying the breeze now that she was free of the roasting metal box we humans named bus. She turned her head to the left, showing a glimmer of surprise at seeing me standing there. After that, she smiled. So, if it's meant to be, it will be. That was the most dramatic bus ride I've ever fucking heard. This guy freaking out in the back of the bus. Oh my god. Alright, it's fine. What? Made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you going to write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like a good idea. Oh, I don't get to make it, though. Green, spicy, and not everybody's cup of tea. Okay. Green, spicy, and not everyone's cup of tea. Okay, so... green tea. It might be green tea, mint, and cinnamon. Because, I mean, it's got a candy cane in it, so that sounds like mint. What is that? I don't know. Ugh. Oh no, the moon! The moon is getting triggered! Oh god, I haven't figured it out yet. I'm screwed. God, I hope he's okay. Ah, fuck, I messed it up, man. Guys, I'm sorry. Mr. Gala, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. I'm just an idiot. Ah, fuck. Alright, I'll do something. I'll do something. Probably. I'll figure it out. I can do this. We still maybe have like a night or two. I got this.